Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net. It's Tuesday the 29th of December. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget, if you'd like an email sent to you when we update this video, then you just need to send an email to us to generalweather-subscribe at weatherweb.net and we'll get you added to our list. Now, in yesterday's video, I was having a bit of a rant about the flood reporting that's going on at the moment. And thanks to the many of you who got in touch. Basically agreeing with the sentiments that I was putting across, but also many of you making the point that it has been very, very wet across parts of northern England and southern Scotland during December, and I absolutely agree with you. It has been extremely wet. My point was that the regional figure that was being shown was a real marked outlier, and that the media really had got themselves a nice easy story, picked up in it and run with it, when there wasn't that much comparison with what had gone on in the past. However, one of you, John Milner, you sent me this table through. I can't credit where it's come from. So if it's yours, please let me know, and I'll make sure that you get a credit on the next look ahead. This is site records from the 1st December through to the 27th of December. What it shows is the total recorded this month and the previous record. Now, I can't verify this because this hasn't come from me, but I think it's a useful chart, and it certainly is one that needs to be shown. Shap in Cumbria, huge total, 770 mil, and the previous record was 504 mil. Now, note that the records there are not particularly very long, going back to 1988. In Keswick, 516 mil. Previous record 376 mil, going back to 2013. Again, the record starting 1988. What we'd need to do in these Cumbrian ones is go back a little bit further for the sites prior to this and take a look at those rainfall records, which at some point I will do when it all becomes a little less manic. Walkup Range in Cumbria, 281 mil. As opposed to the previous of 219 in 2006. Newton Rig, 296 mil instead of 228. That's a notable one. Look, that's wettest since at least 1914. It was the previous record, but it smashed that record by a significant amount. Stonyhurst in Lancashire, 330 mil versus 319 in 1951. Again, a significant record to be reckoned with there. Bainbridge, North Yorkshire, 493 mil against 327, and so it goes on. I guess these totals really are big totals, and they show just how much rain there's been. This one's quite interesting from Capel Curig, 1,009 millimetres. Previous was 612, with records starting in 1994. So it appears that records have been smashed, and I don't doubt that for a moment, that we've smashed records in these hillier areas. Just be interesting to look back further and see exactly when some of the stations started to record, and were there any real outliers that occur in previous years. That data just shows how wet it really has been. So as I say, I don't doubt that it's been very, very wet. I think we just need to keep it under control until we've got that firm data to hand. But certainly from that table that was sent through to me, and thank you again for that, John, it just showed just how wet things have been. What I'm anxious not to do is to put that across a whole region when we're looking at regional rainfall. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, as far as tonight's rain, this is Storm Frank, of course, that's headed its way in. This is the latest from the UK Met Office high resolution model. Here it is coming across the west during this evening, becomes heavier across western and southwestern parts of Scotland in the early hours of the morning, and across Ireland as well. Then you notice that second finger of rain still just feeding into western and southwestern Scotland, coming through Wales and southwestern England as well through Wednesday morning, and then edging its way eastwards through Wednesday itself. So we find drier and brighter weather eventually arriving out towards the west on Wednesday, although notice the front does get stuck across the southeast for a wee while, and then more rain pushing its way northwards late on Wednesday, affecting parts of Wales and into southwest England as well. As far as totals are concerned, these are the totals from the UK Met Office high-res model. This from weatheronline.co.uk, by the way, showing rainfall totals 140 mil across southwestern parts of Scotland, picking up on 70 mil across southern parts of Wales, 70 millimetres to 80 millimetres across southern parts of Ireland. So some very wet weather to come once again. And the other thing that I just wanted to show you today is the CFS, where that's going in the next 45 days with temperatures. And it's one that we can probably agree with. We've got temperatures falling off, look here, as we're heading through this weekend into the early part of next week. Temperatures then picking up again through much of January. Yeah, a few cold hits coming through, but then this big fall in temperature coming as we head in towards the early part of February. Now, I don't think the exact dates are right there, but I think the overall sentiment from the CFS is pretty well close too. Although the MJO does try to bring in quite a cold hit around here, but I think that's probably going to be pushed into the end of January, into the early part of February. So it's still trying to go with the thoughts that we initially had. Okay, going to leave you with that for now. Get set for a very wet 24 hours, but whatever you're doing, thanks again for watching. Keep the sun shining, and bye for now.